We're so happy to have you all here right now with us. I think what I'm going to do is we have a lot of spoiled agents coming on. So I'm going to start to get us recorded. Some more are coming in, which is great. I just want to say hello to all of our spoiled agents across Canada. We have a special treat for you today. I think, oh my gosh, look at that.
Yes, we do.
It is our friend Angel. Angel is a BDM with our friends at Iberostar Hotels and Resorts.
Yes,
Hello,
I am.
buddy.
I am great. I am doing great. Happy to see you. Happy to have this amazing travel advisors community joining us today.
Well, we are so happy to see you. I want to say hello, of course, to our friends on Zoom. Okay. Welcome back, Susan. Thank you, Kayleen. Yes, I'm just back from vacation. Kelly, was helping out and doing all the great webinars. And I know she loved connecting with the spoiled agents, but I'm happy to be back. I'm doing what I love, of course, working with our spoiled agents and our amazing suppliers like Angel and the whole team from my Iberostar. How are you, buddy?
Thank you. Thank you. I'm doing great. Look, I know that Kelly was holding the fort, but you were having a great time in Mexico, weren't you? Oh Lord. I
It's
enjoy your posts. I enjoy your energy. I enjoy that you had this time for yourself. You
oh,
This is well deserved, my dear.
thank you.
But
Thank
it's
you.
great to have you back.
And Julia on Facebook, thank you. I had a great vacation. But on to today's focus, our friend Angel and all of our friends at Iberostar. So as much as Angel's here today, I know there's a whole sales team and Angel's going to talk about it as well.
Yes,
And I
yes.
just want to say, our friends here on Facebook, because that's over here for me, welcome also, Facebook friends. If you're here on Facebook only, Facebook, not Zoom, please make sure you add your email in the comments, just like Julia did, Natalie did, Catherine, Veronique, just to say a few. Zoom, we have you covered, guys, because you already registered. So that's fantastic. We're also streaming right now live on YouTube and LinkedIn. So I want to welcome our
Woohoo.
entire Canadian spoiled agent community. You guys are in for a treat because I know Angel has just come back with a whole group of star people, our amazing star agents, and they qualified to join the fam at the JOIA in Aruba. So you're going to
Yes.
get firsthand information because Angel is fantastic with his communication, his updates. So you're going to hear right from him all of the great offerings it has. So we are going to record the session, of course, and we're going to take questions from the Q&A only. So it's just Angel and I, so we'll get through them as much as we can. I'll also take them from Facebook and YouTube as well. So we're going to keep the chat definitely today for the oohs and the ahs. I guarantee it from this fabulous property. And then the Q&A, we're going to keep it only for that. So we'll keep the hellos to over there. But I want to welcome you all again and thank you, Angel, for amazing, amazing support to all of us as Spoiled Agent. But you are bringing a prize, right? To one lucky Spoiled Agent. Do you want to tell us what that is?
Yes. We come today with 5,000 storage and points to a lucky winner. At the end of this, we will select one of those of you to, help you get there for your next vacation. So make sure that you're a star agent, right? To benefit for this, to benefit from this, because there's a lot coming up. These are exciting times, Susan.
I
Exciting
love it.
times.
Exciting times. And we're going to talk all about that later. So I'm going to let you over to you, buddy, and I'm going to meet you at the end of the Q&A box. Our Facebook friends, if you have questions, please add them in the comments and we'll try to get to them as well. But Angel, we love you here. So over to you, buddy.
Thank you, Susan, and welcome everyone. Angel here. I am delighted to share an exclusive look at JOIA Aruba by Iberostar, a property that is redefining luxury on one happy island. Well, the question we are answering today is why JOIA Aruba? Hmm? There's so many resorts out there. Well, this property is more than just a destination. Is the Iberostar most elevated product tier, designed to meet the expectations of your most discerning customers. This is pretty much an overview of what makes JOIA Aruba a standout. Our prime location and elevated brand positioning, our unique design inspired by nature one of my favorite traits, diverse accommodations, lovely, and of course, our world class culinary journey and deeply rooted commitment to sustainable tourism as well. Again, think of Joya as Iberostar's most elevated product tier. In Aruba, we are offering a prime location backed by an elevated, sophisticated brand experience. The hotel is situated on the award winning Eagle Beach, ranked number one, guys, in the Caribbean and number four in the world by the 2026 TripAdvisor's Traveler Choice Awards, known for its wider shores and quieter atmosphere compared to the high rise hotel district. Remember, we are located in the lower rise area. Aruba means, as you know, no sargassum and no hurricanes. In Aruba, Joya delivers a relaxed luxury, as pretty much we kind of enjoyed it ourselves. This relaxed luxury experience is centered on contemporary island living and legendary service. Think of it as not stuffy, not in your face, and rather organic, where easy and frictionless interactions will allow guests to focus on resting, relaxing, and enjoying themselves. It's redefined casual luxury as I see it now that I lived it firsthand, with personalized touches and a relaxed, very relaxed aesthetic. The resort is designed with nature in mind, which pretty much influences everything from our architecture to our sustainability efforts. This resort features aesthetically pleasing, comfortable, and elegant spaces. Our inspired sustainable design uses a very cool thing, which is biomimicry architecture, imitating natural shapes and colors of the ocean and its marine life to create a truly tranquil environment. The colors are magnificent everywhere. The design themes are specifically inspired by the local parrotfish and marine life in the island. For instance, the lobby resembles an underwater space with coral on the columns and walls featuring the parrotfish scale patterns and turquoise tones. It's gorgeous. Now, let's take a look at the diverse and specialized accommodations we offer at JOIA Aruba. We offer 240 suites across 12 room categories. Yes, we have 12 room categories. This range includes Swim Out King Suites and ultra premium oceanfront Royal Butler Suites. Here you can see a suite, which is our entry level room. In our higher categories, such as the Swim Out King Suites or the Ocean Royal Butler King Suites, the beds are intentionally, and this is pretty fun, they're intentionally oriented towards the pool or the oceans. Those are my favorite. Imagine just laying in your bed and seeing the ocean. All of the beds are intentionally facing the water. Then also the rooms are located with wonderful views of the resort's various areas, including, of course, the pools, the gardens, and other areas. By the way, I was that lucky that I had that room in my fam. Yes, yes, I had the privilege, right? Sometimes we get it too. Then, the stunning suites. The luxury experience is exemplified in our master suites, which feature a versatile design with a large pocket door to fully partition the living area from the bedroom. These suites includes two bathrooms and two separate balconies for convenience and privacy. The king size beds are exceptionally comfortable with modern controls for lighting and temperature right beside the bed. It's just um, cutting edge technology at your service. The decor highlights both flora and fauna aspects with an elegant, refined taste honoring the island's nature. Look at those colors, textures, and the parrotfish right there. Here we are showcasing, for instance, our oceanfront Royal Butler Suite King, one of the most spacious we have in the property. This is an unparalleled room for the ultimate indulgence in Aruba. Then moving on to the other facilities such as the spa, wellness, and sports facilities. These are world class. The gym, for instance, is a modern and well equipped area, and the fitness team has been highly praised for their genuine encouragement. Design is everywhere. Look at that, those those takes. Then, when it comes to the pools, woo, we offer the three swimming pool in the property, each offering a different experience. For instance, we have a quiet pool exclusive for Star Prestige customers, a family pool, and a stunning rooftop infinity pool overlooking Eagle Beach. About that one specifically, I we enjoyed it ourselves so much there. I find it particularly stunning because it's just great for sunsets, great for hanging around with your friends. We also have ample lounge chairs and service from the Zima rooftop bar, which is just facing it right there. It's the one that is kind of uh, the pyramid shape one, the triangle one. Then when it comes to services and sports facilities at the JOIA Aruba, we have to think of the Tierra del Sol golf course. This is a facility which was designed by Robert Trent Jones II and is the only 18 holes, par 72 championship golf course on the island. Yes, you heard it well. It's the only one of its kind in the entire island of Aruba. Located about 15 minutes from the hotel, guests can benefit from significantly reduced green-free pricing and country club luxurious accommodations, showcasing, for instance, pools, two restaurants, a bar, and even a spa facility right there on the premises. Also, it offers stunning vistas of the Caribbean Sea, as you can see, and unique desert landscapes. We are looking into adding also a complimentary shuttle service and the ability for guests to charge course purchases to the rooms. That is coming up in the next few months. Oh, some people are famous right here. Look at this. Take a look at the area. While you look at the area and the stunning vistas of the Caribbean Sea, you can see are some of the exclusive luxury travel advisors that joined us on a recent fan trip to the property. We, of course, could not, not go to this amazing area. We spent the day at the country clubhouse at Tierra del Sol. We had a blast. Then moving on to weddings, which is also a great business outlet within our property in Aruba, our weddings program is distinguished by the one wedding a day privilege, meaning that we offer celebrations surrounded by nature, um, quality fresh gastronomy, and a choice of venues, including spaces at the aforementioned Tierra del Sol golf course. A special, a spacious bridal suite, and a highly trained wedding team to ensure a perfect event as well. Those are the prices, as you can see there, for our unique packages, foundational and bundle inspiration options that we have specifically created for JOIA Aruba. As you can remember, we have pretty much like across the board foundational wedding uh, inspiration or bundle price, and a specific one for Aruba, which is on the screen right now. Take a look at this lovely bridal suite. This is gorgeous, stunning, splendid facility, dedicated uh, specifically and designed specifically for wedding preparations. It was, I should say, an exceptional standout also for agents who visited within the fam trip. It is also, you know, 140 square meters. It is actually the largest bridal suite on the entire island. The largest one. Impressive. Ah, the gastronomy. When it comes to this, guys, this is where, this is heaven. The culinary journey was a major highlight on our recent fan trip. Praised for its delectable and professional service, we offer 8 restaurants and bars. Our 3 themed restaurants are open to the public as well. So people, we can we accept walk-ins coming from other properties and or Arubians visiting the JOIA Aruba. These restaurants are Marea, showcasing Caribbean cuisine, Gaia, a steakhouse with a wood fire grill, and Bucatini, our authentic Italian at night, and our buffet restaurant for breakfasts for those on the bed and breakfast package. A sushi restaurant also and a grab and go corner are planned to open later this year. And I will make just a quick um, reference to our service regime there in Aruba. As you might remember, when we first opened, um, we opened as an accommodation only property. Right now, we've been progressing and um, into the three other into 2 other options. Having said, is pretty much accommodation only, right? That's the starting point. Accommodation only. You also have the bed and breakfast and the all-inclusive supplement to be added on top of the accommodation. So you have the 3 possibilities. And again, as we said, this is luxury for all ages, meaning that we also welcome families. Just going by the trend in Aruba, where most of the resorts are family friendly. It's a family, uh, you know, um, destination. So we also have this exception to our Joya property on the island. As you can remember, the remainder of the Joyas, the other Joyas that we have across the Caribbean and in Spain are adults only. Okay. Then just moving on with the culinary journey, we have to think of the Star Cafe, our coffee shop, which offers snacks and drinks all day, and it was highly enjoyed by all of us on the fan trip. Such a gorgeous, gorgeous design, so exquisite. Then, Bucatini is an impressive buffet, and our a la carte Italian restaurant, as I mentioned, is really, really authentic Italian. Um, its interior design is inspired by the Choco owl, Aruba's native and protective bird, featuring the custom artwork and earthy tones. Look at those beautiful colors. Then the restaurant, um, also it's the Choco nests are also replicated in the seating arrangement of the restaurant, as you can see right there, aligning this with our responsible tourism narrative and of course our preservation efforts. Gaia Steakhouse, meaning goddess of the earth, is a wood fire restaurant set to become a reference on the island. everything from fresh local seafood to premium cuts of meat and seasonal veggies are grilled to perfection. That image right there to the right side of the screen, it is actually a fofori or dibi tree that is grazing the layout of the restaurant. It is magnificent what they did with that installation there. Trust me, it's breathtaking. Then Marea, meaning motion of the waves in Spanish, or Maria, if you want to just do it with your accent in English, is a colorful and casual Caribbean dining experience overlooking the famous Eagle Beach, featuring delicious seafood from responsible sources, as this is, synonymous with Iberostar branding, and a cocktail menu perfect for sunsets. It welcomes both resort guests and local diners. Oh, by the way, here we had those who follows us on Facebook. We had an amazing time. They have like a ice cream parlor right there. My goodness, those sorbets were just to die for. And then this is our group right there. So, as you know, sustainable tourism is a core focus at Iberostar, and was arguably the most praised highlight of the fan trip. Through Iberostar's Global Wave of Change movement, we partnered with Aruba BirdLife Conservation, the ABC organization. We officially established the Choco Boulevard, a protected wildlife corridor on the property inspired by Shonshoco Pirata, a one-eyed owl that actually selected and pretty much called JOIA Aruba by Iberostar his home. So this initiative directly contributes to conserving Aruba's national symbol, the Choco Owl. We are also working on hosting sustainability walks a few times a week to increase visibility of our environmental work and local wildlife in Aruba, including all of our research available now at Ola di Lama, which is an area, a presentation room that we have in Aruba for research in the conservation and preservation efforts on the island. This is also accessible for all guests. Um, for any of you that have been to, for instance, the Dominican Republic in the Bavaro complex, or Mexico in the Cancun area, and have visited the coral reefs there, this is the equivalent to that, the Aruba version. So, as you know, this is part of our sustainability efforts, and at every destination, we create something that aligns with the destination um, personality, right? And story, and then we thrive from there and make it happen through very comprehensive research. And then this is what we experience at our property in Aruba. So we had time to visit and know more about the Choco owls and all that Iberostar is doing to help preserving and conserving them in their natural habitats. Then, when it comes to surroundings and all that Aruba as a destination has to offer, here you have a DVD or Fofati tree. Um, this showcases the stunning natural beauty of the surroundings on Eagle Beach. Remember, we're just on Eagle Beach, right there. We are pretty much the largest resort on Eagle Beach. Remember, Eagle Beach is located right on the low rise district, meaning Iberostar is the most elevated resort right there, and just having the best portion of Eagle Beach, I would say. This area is also known as the um, nesting area for leatherback turtles. Our resort even accommodated, adjusted, and regulated the lighting um, um, just to help them nest in a sustainable fashion. How cool is that? Without interfering with their natural habitat. That is impressive. If you face the resort from the beach at night, you will see the lighting very, very subtle. It's very kind of balmy and calming. And this is just another of our efforts just to keep them, nesting peacefully on the beach. That's why we also um, our area it's service up to a point 6:30 7 p.m. Then we remove all the chase lounges and umbrellas from the beach just to clear the area out for them to continue nesting. Ain't that cool? Such a beautiful thing. Then Aruba is a year-round destination located safely outside the hurricane belt. Its capital, Oranjestad, features a blend of Dutch architecture and Caribbean flair. And the island is renowned for its hospitality and natural features, such as the Arikok National Park, the California Lighthouse, the amazing water sports and or um, you know cruises. For instance, that one we took on the sunset for the sunset. It was just great, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And here, the perfect closing thought: one happy island. Look at those smiles. See, we were happy. And finally, let's take a look at your agent tools and resources, guys. I encourage you all to keep track of your bookings and sales by our Star Agents loyalty program. Okay. The Star Agents loyalty platform is the one that you have to register your bookings, right? Today we'll have a winner of 5,000 Star Agent points. Also, via the QR code here on your screens, um, you can access a resource center with materials, information, and all things Iberostar you need to efficiently boost your knowledge and sales. There you can also have a quick access. From there, you can have a quick access to Iberostar Pro, the Iberostar tool for direct bookings, and access to all of our Facebook links, latest news, and resort contacts, maps, videos, and so on. Here, please just take a look of the map. If you're not familiar with who is your BDM, reach out to your Canada sales team for any support that you need. As you know, my friend Jason Gignac is the king of Western Canada. Melanie Pipunic is taking care of Quebec and Atlantic Canada, and myself, humble servant Angel, covering Ontario. Make sure to friend us on Facebook and join our Iberostar Star Agents Canada group. Well, thank you, and I appreciate your time and dedication to the Iberostar brand. Back to you, Susan.
Angel, we love you. You're such an amazing presenter and
Thank you.
honestly a great ambassador for Iberostar. Like, well done. Well done.
Thank you.
Um, I wrote down a few names just because I saw Ronnie, Jenny from Sell Off on Facebook, Valerie, Tanya from Zoom. They're all
Ooh,
going to the Joya in Aruba, like in the
when are
coming
they going?
months. Well, some are going in June, I think I saw. I didn't write down the
Nice,
dates, but they're all
nice,
going in the
nice.
coming months. So,
And you know
um,
what? Also today's the 21st. So tomorrow, the Travel Agent Next Door conference, sailing right now the ABC Islands as Aruba,
yes,
Bonaire, and Curacao, they are docking in Aruba, in Oranjestad. So a few of lucky agents from the Travel Agent Network, Next Door Network, they are visiting, touring, and spending the day in Aruba. They were, preparing these ahead of time. They had the possibility of we have the possibility of accommodating them based on our availability, and some of them are also touring the resort tomorrow.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah,
Lucky
yeah,
them.
lucky
Well,
them for sure.
lucky them. But again, your point is if you are a star agent, get some, rewards going, get down. Someone is going to win some rewards today, so you can tack
Oh
that
yeah.
on and go see it. But if you go and you win, please send pictures to me because I would love to see your pictures and pretend I'm there with
Post it
you
on
all.
Facebook, tag us all, have fun.
All right. Okay, so we're so happy that you're here. I've got some questions we're going to take if you're okay with that.
Yes, go ahead.
Hello, Debbie. My buddy Debbie is asking, are there any rooftop rooms?
Oh yeah, we have a few rooftops. We are also building now, um, that we learned over the fan trip days, that we will also be having like a rooftop venue for say cocktails, social gathering and whatnots on the highest portion of the property. So that is coming up later during the year, but there are rooftop rooms for sure. Yes, a few, but there are.
And I have to ask, Angel, some people are asking me in the chat and stuff, but do you know if there's any FAMs coming up?
Well, there's a bunch of FEMs coming up, guys. Yeah, buckle up. So the pool of agents that we go from, it's pretty much those on Star Agents. Star Agents is the platform where we select, shortlist, and invite agents joining us in our FAMs. We go by um, segment, name it, luxury, wellness, family, mice, you name it. So make sure that you are on Star Agents. Make sure that you reach out to your BDMs because there are a bunch of fans coming up. Mexico in June. There's also another one for Aruba coming up in June as well. That's exclusively for the West. If you haven't reached out to Jason, you're missing out. And if you are a dedicated luxury travel advisor, also, there's another one coming up for Mexico in October. There's a specific one coming up for the river cruise in the Amazon in
Oh,
October. That is
great.
going to be one for the books. There are
Wow.
also a few others planned for Jamaica and Costa Dorada after the reopening of um, undergoing facilities that are undergoing renovations as we speak. You name it. But the closest one, Susan, it is in a few weeks from now. It is actually in May to Punta Cana. And there might be a slight possibility to squeeze someone in the waiting list. So reach out to your BDM for that one if you have the availability and the time to go. That is a 4 night accommodation to Punta Cana. We are visiting the Iberostar Selection Bávaro Suites, our flagship resort in Punta Cana. That is a 4 night, one room, 4 night accommodation, single based. We are not covering, as you know, um, the transfers or the flights. That's on your own. But there's a waiting list for that one. We are just narrowing down all details. And yeah, exciting times.
Wow. So they'd have to reach out to their BDM, like I know Georgia wants to go, etc. So they reach out to their BDM, like yourself. You're not everyone's BDM, we know. And
Yeah,
that list is on spoiledagent.com. You just go
yeah,
down to hotels, click on Iberostar,
yeah. So
hotels and
again,
resorts is there.
these are the contacts. If you want to just grab them again, reach out to your BDM, let them know that you are available for fans, that you are a star agent, that you are an active supporter, advocator, and that your advocacy will be rewarded. Um, and yeah, of course, hopefully you can make it if you haven't been to any of those properties.
Well, and this is also, I'd say, an advantage of being a spoiled agent. You get to hear these little crumbs that get
First,
dropped
yep,
first.
yep. We
All
save
right.
it for, we just keep it to you guys. It's just you deserve it. This is the perfect forum for this.
Oh, totally. And we're so happy that you organized this. Thank you so much, Angel.
Thank you. Thank
All
you.
right, so we have a few more questions. Let's see here. Melanie, I always forget to register my bookings in Star Agents. Melanie's on Facebook. Is there like a cutoff? Do you have it all for that?
Yeah, we have first once you have your account settled in, you have up to 8 months from the customer's check-in date to claim that booking. So we give you 8 months after they travel for you to track that down. Once you once you have it, once you have your confirmation, you can do it in advance. You can do it after travel. I personally recommend um, doing it after travel. That way you can see the accretion right then and there, instead of just kind of going like a headless chicken as we all are with the anticipation of the points. So I'd rather do it um, after traveling, so I can see the accretion again right then and there and see the points in my account instead of just seeing them as provisional, which is the other status. Um, that's what I recommend. And then
Okay.
you have 2 years to use them. So yeah, we give you enough time, ample time to visit the properties and learn more about the product you proudly sell.
Well, that's just great. And Celeste, my buddy here on Zoom, she said, so you've already answered number one. Do they expire? We hear that. And are they only redeemable for personal stays?
Well, yes. Um, you have to travel, of course, and we give you as many as 2 rooms per booking. Yeah, but you have to travel.
Okay, that's fair. I just see some new eyes here on Facebook, only Facebook. Please, if you have not already added your email in the comments, please do. So we know you're here and to qualify for the 5,000 star points. So we'll just only Facebook, guys. We got you here on Zoom. No worries.
Yeah.
Okay, Rebecca's asking, are there rooms that can accommodate 2 adults and 6 children?
In Aruba or where?
Yes, in Aruba,
Well, the first thing is that Aruba is a family-friendly property, again, making it a sharp exception from the JOIA ranks of hotels.
right?
But we do not have uh, family rooms or family areas of any sorts. Let's say a family of that size maybe could check one of the suites, right, where you have um, the master suites, where you have like 2 beds, 3 beds, and maybe work around that, because we don't happen to have even um, connecting rooms in this hotel. No connecting rooms at all. And also you can have, of course, you can manage and the accommodation yourselves, just placing one adult in one of the rooms and then the other at the other one. So but we do not have any family no family rooms, no connecting rooms at this property. Remember, it is a it was conceived as a uh, very inclusive property in terms of individuals coming in and out from outside the property, guests, local Arubians and whatnots. But it was not meant to be a family oriented product. Okay,
Okay.
so that's coming up. But as you said, Susan, there are a few things we keep to ourselves and just kind of share them with the community when we are with you, right? So one of the things that I will just put right there now out in the air is that there are more properties coming under the Iberostar brand to Aruba. And one of those properties will be a family oriented property, like with all the facilities, all the bells and whistles, all that is good and synonymous of the Iberostar family product resorts. Give
Oh
us
my
some
gosh.
time. It is already being, you know,
in the works.
ironed out the whole thing, and stay tuned for more information on that.
Well, you guys are hearing it all here today. My goodness, this is amazing.
Yep,
Okay.
yep, yeah.
Joanne,
Your rankings are going through the roof.
I love it. So Joanne and Jennifer are both asking on Zoom about guests that might be facing physical challenges. So can you maybe tell us how the resort's set up for people with accessibility issues, maybe how the pathways, the pools, the
Yeah.
restaurants, and is there anyone that they need to contact in advance to coordinate that their client is coming that might need some assistance because they're looking
Oh, I
for
love. Yeah.
luxury options in Aruba?
Yeah, I love this question because it's right up in my alley. I look after, this segment as well. I understand how important is right now, not only in the recurrence and the business, but also trying to accommodate, right, and be as inclusive as possible to all segments. And this specifically is well taken care of in the hotel. There are elevators everywhere, going to the rooms, going down to the pools. Um, Unfortunately, there is no zero entry pool in this property, but you have full access through an elevator to the restaurants, their pathways, their ramps. Um, there are lots of services within the uh, ground level area, but also by the lobby area. You have a access to the Star Cafe and the bar and the lobby bar, and also if you go down to the ground floor, all of the restaurants they have their own ramps and accesses. Then even the pathway to the beach is perfectly accessible, I would say, with for mobility reduced individuals. So yeah, the way to ask for um, any specific accommodations, just reach out to your BDM. Your BDM will help you get through that within with the help of the destination team, just making sure that everything is well taken care of for them.
Okay, great.
Same with allergies, dietary restrictions, which is like the other segment that we get a lot of questions for when it comes to accommodations in the destination. Same, we have a very strict, robust dietary restrictions protocol. So the best way to do it is just reach out to your BDM. We connect you with the destination team. We set an alert in the system. Then, when the customers arrive to the property, any property, this is the protocol across the board. Um, they have to go show up at the concierge desk. There, they're given a letter in English stating the restrictions, just to better assist them at all the areas within the resort. Either it's food or beverage. We ask the customer to present these to the consumption areas, and then with this in mind, even if it's necessary a meeting with the chef once the customer is there, we can help you set that up as well.
Wow, that's very comprehensive.
Yeah,
Well done.
we do our
Melissa's
best.
asking on Zoom, is there a price list for the restaurants that maybe they don't take the all-inclusive plan?
Um,
Is
yeah,
there,
we have an all-inclusive plan
is it,
available in Aruba, but we also have, as I said, the bed and breakfast
yep.
and the accommodation only take of things. So you decide. All of the tour operators in Canada offer the three uh, 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 you know levels of accommodation, and you just have to decide what's suit your needs best.
Is there a price list for the restaurants if somebody wants to see that in advance?
Well, the menus are like
Yeah.
located right there. You can
Okay.
see that. You can also see the menus listed, if I'm not wrong, on the Iberostar app.
Oh,
Once
okay.
once that you're closer to arrival. You can see that, and it's funny now that you know that just came up. My personal take, I will just give my personal take. I was able to experience, right, the property along with my fellow travel advisor friends that joined me in the fam. And my personal take after experiencing this, I was lucky enough to go and enjoy ourselves and try out restaurants beyond the property.
Right.
Like we went to the Palm Beach area, we went to Ranjestad and all that. Cool. But then, uh, I my personal take is that the dining was pretty much like overrated. Overrated. That is, it was overrated outside the resort, as in it was, yes, kind of expensive, kind of expensive. So that leads to the expectation of Aruba. Oh, Aruba is expensive, this and that. But then once you compare that with the level of service, quality, and freshness of the gastronomy offers at at JOIA Aruba, it is like totally worth it. And
Yeah.
it was not as expensive. So when you do the math and you do the breakdown and you convert that into whatever we pay here at a very nice eatery restaurant of any level in Toronto, for instance, the center of the universe, right? Or any major Canadian city, it is actually quite reasonable. So it's not as expensive as people might think. So this is very, very important for you kind of to take away today. Aruba might be expensive and might be at some points kind of overrated. Some of the restaurant options, there might be also, if you will, like tourist traps, those like located like in areas, as you know, any tourist destination, right? Aruba is receiving around 2 million tourists a year in a country that is pretty much like 150,000 people. So
Yeah.
imagine the load, right? But then be mindful of where you go, check your prices. But again, if you do that math at our property, it is actually quite reasonable. It is not as expensive as it might be outside. Even at restaurants, and the fam, you know, agents could back this up. They were packed by people coming from other resorts, and you know, just lots of walk-ins every night. So that's also part of the magic and the vibe in Aruba. Probably they were coming as we were going to Palm Beach to experience the area. They were coming to our area to experience our resort. So that's a beautiful thing. But again, be mindful, check pricing, check the restaurant reviews and all that. But on my from my perspective, our pricing at our restaurants, it is just uh, beautifully and thoughtfully designed for all guests to enjoy.
Great. Isabel's asking, is there an infinity pool? Is it for everybody or adults only?
Adults only.
Okay, great.
Yep.
There's a few questions about the book direct URL. So Celeste is asking, is there a specific Iberostar book direct URL for travel agents? I don't think this is the same as Star Agents, but correct me if I'm wrong. What is
Yep,
the
there is.
agent book direct site that they can earn commission on?
Yeah, that is Iberostar Pro, PRO.
Okay.
Iberostar Pro is a booking platform for travel specialists, and we are offering currently 14% for waves, segment, and selection level properties, and 16%, guys, 1/6, yes, for joyous. So
Ooh,
all properties are listed there with the exception of the properties in Cuba, which are not listed on the Iberostar Pro platform, but register under iberostarpro.com. If you are part of a consortia or a host agency, check with your administrator if you guys are already registered. So this administrator gets you going. Otherwise, if you're an independent or self-branded, reach out to your BDM. There is a specific guide, step-by-step guide that will help you get there. And we can even set one-on-one um, training if necessary. But yeah, reach out to your BDM, ask for guidance on that if you need any assistance with the registration for this Iberostar Pro.
Okay, and Jillian, you heard that as well. If you need help, reach out to your BDM. They're there to help you guys with this as well. Shannon's asking, are there any ocean view accessible rooms or just lead in?
Well, again, I don't know if they're asking me about Joya, Aruba, or any
Yes,
of the property.
Joya. Yep.
Joya, okay. Um, Usually, the accessible rooms are located within the entry level of things. So I'm afraid this is not an exception at this resort. Anyways, since I'm not 100% of that one, as we didn't visit one of the accessible rooms, we have to, get back to you on that. If you have a specific customer that is coming up, we can just dive into that deeper if necessary. But 100, 95, 99% of the time, this comes on the entry level of things.
Okay. And Marva on Zoom's asking, since Joya is a part of the IHG's portfolio, can
Yep.
guests earn and or redeem IHG One Rewards points? Good question.
Yeah, that's a great question. So, as with every other property on our portfolio, on Iberostar portfolio, remember this partnership with ISG is merely on the distribution side of things, meaning that ISG is one brand and Iberostar Hotels and Resorts is another brand. So, um, this partnership is for distribution purposes. So you can find Iberostar Resorts within the ISG site, not the other way around. So
Mm,
when it comes to ISG One World points, you can absolutely uh, um, accumulate points by staying at Iberostar or redeem points only through the direct consumer site, meaning that for a customer to use their points or the logging has to go directly on iberostar.com. So it's not necessarily eligible through the travel advisor site.
okay. Joanne and Georgia are both asking a similar question about are reservations hard to get at the Joya because it's open to the public as well?
Mhm.
Is there lineups? Do the guests at the hotel get preference for
Yeah,
seating? Okay.
absolutely. Hotel guests, they get preference, of course. And again, there we didn't see any lineups, but we saw how busy the restaurants were. Of course, this was pretty much during Easter. We came back on Easter Wednesday, so pretty much it was like that weekend. Since we had our reservation already handled, of course, we just got in the restaurant and enjoyed ourselves. But we saw tons of people just coming in and having to come back. But mostly these customers were like local diners. Um, those guests in the resort, they're encouraged to at least know in advance of the possibilities. But remember, as a Joya, and as any other of our resorts, we don't happen to make reservations anymore. We have the first come first serve. So when it comes to that, with that in mind, it's convenient to show up early if you want to have dinner, as we in Canada do most of the time between 6:30 and 7. So
Yeah.
yeah, that's the recommendation.
Well, and I went to Aruba a few years ago, of course, and you're right. The hotels, it's normal to dine around, like it's where other
Exactly.
hotels go. It's definitely the way it is. Debbie on Zoom, hi, Debbie's asking, are private transfers included for any room categories?
Well, they are through Iberostar Pro bookings. So for Iberostar Pro bookings, For stays longer than 4 nights, you get private transfers for any category, but you have to book through Iberostar Pro.
Okay, makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, makes sense. Shirley also is having some issues logging in. So Shirley, when you log in, again, if you're having issues, reach out to your BDM. They're definitely there to help you. Jennifer said, thank you so much about the accessibility. She loves the direction that it's going in for sure. And George, I can't wait to see this new property. So you guys have to, if you're not
Yay.
a star agent, what are you waiting for? Because that's how you
Right?
get selected
Missing
for
out.
FAMs, right?
And not only FAMs, Susan, agents here that know me, and of course that have been in touch with Jason and Melanie, they know that we also um, take great pride in locally conducted events, presentations, and that are, you know, hosted for specifically our star agents family. Also, the shiner the shinier, right, you the brighter you shine,
Yeah.
forget my French, the brighter you shine, it's the closer you get to the shining star level, which is like the highest level of star agents out there. And of course you get recognition at the end of the year for yourselves, so you get to be invited to a very specific event that happens every year,
Ooh,
um, for recognition and awards. So how cool is that? So yeah, there's a much more to it, um, than just tracking your point that you're booking for points. And it's the relationship, engagement, and connection you establish and crystallize with Iberostar that just rewards you back by having you among us as a family. So yeah, make the most of it,
I
guys.
love it. I love it. And I have to say, we have one more question, but I went to one of your properties in Puerto Plata a
Hmm.
few years ago, and the sustainability was off the charts amazing. Everyone received like a reusable, I should say, water bottle, and
Yep.
there was filters, water filters on every floor near the elevators, so I could refill my water whenever I wanted, no plastic. And you guys also made your own honey on property in the
Yep.
Dominican. I know you know where I'm
Yep.
talking.
Yep.
So just to say a little personal touch to it, it really did set yourselves apart. I
It's the
tell you
little
that.
things. Yeah, it's the little things. Thank you
Yeah.
for that testimonial. It is absolutely and undoubtedly a trait and a feature at Iberostar. We've been pioneering these sustainability efforts since 2018, 2019, when we got rid of single-use plastics back in the day, uh, before anyone else did. We were the first ones doing that. We are now even um, incorporating AI on our food waste measures. We are among our goals. It's to become fully circular by 2030, meaning that
Oh,
everything that is consumed and wasted in the property stays there and it's reused in a circular
wow.
approach. So, yeah. And personally, those who know me well know that this is pretty much the glue sticking me to this brand. I am personally proud and privileged to be part of a company that supports and thinks of the bigger house, which is our planet, the way Iberostar does. So it is profound, admiration that we have for these efforts.
Amazing. And Tammy said she was in the Porta Plata property, and they got to plant trees there. It was a really great
Hmm.
experience. So.
Hmm. Yeah.
Okay, no problem. I know some agents have to leave. Just one more quick question. And you're all in for to win the 5,000 star
Of
reward. So
course.
don't worry
Yes.
about that. Marva's just asking on Zoom, are there any benefits for Iberostar loyalty members staying at the Joya Aruba specifically?
Well, there is an area specifically for Iberostar, the club. The club is, as you know, are the entity taking care of club members or people that buy the extra service, direct service through Iberostar, as you know, this contemporary service unit that is more and more often available through hotel chains in the world.
Mhm.
So yeah, there is an area specifically for them there, a private reception, private areas, and there is also a specific pool for them.
Okay, so that's I'm glad you had that question, Marva. That was great. All right. Well, we've learned a lot. We learned that there's more to come in Aruba with
Yeah.
Iberostar, and we learned that there's a fam coming up soon and multiple fams. So reach out
Woo!
to Melanie, Jason, Angel, of course. The team is there, and of course you have a great leader, Mariella. We can't forget to mention her. She's one in a million. We love her. And we love working with you so much. And don't forget, there's going to be a lucky spoiled agent. If you get an email from Angel or myself, you've won the 5,000 star reward. So that means you can take
Yay.
it, put it towards a trip, use it for a trip, depending on the hotel, whatever suits you. But all those spoiled agents that are going down to the JOIA and Aruba, send us pictures. I want to see all about it. I'm
Yes,
excited too.
please. Tag your BDM on your pictures too.
Yeah, for sure. Tag us all.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, thank you again so much, and our amazing spoiled agents across Canada for joining us here on YouTube, on Facebook, on Zoom, on LinkedIn. Angel, once again, you have done an amazing job. You captivate everyone for a fantastic webinar. And again, like I said, you're a great ambassador for your brand. They're lucky to have you, and we're lucky to have you as well, and all of you guys from my Star Hotels and Resorts.
Thank you, Susan. Thank you, Spoiled Agents. Thank you, travel advisors. Have a great day.